Okay, sometimes you just stumble into a really cool adventure, and this time we have one that's actually right under our feet here. I'm in a little area of Glendale called Adams Square, which, to be honest with you, I've never been to. It's in the south pocket of our town. I've lived here for almost 30 years, and I've never seen it, but we actually get a double, 2-for-1 kind of really cool time machine experience tonight. So if you take a look at here, look at these old-fashioned houses right here, these little tiny old California houses. I mean, these are just totally lost in time. I feel like I'm walking in like Mayberry or To Kill a Mockingbird. I mean, this is like these little Atticus Finch type houses. And look at the little smokestack right there. Look at this tree. Anyway, this is a really cool town. Look at the brick wall over here, and this little old. Look at the stop sign shadow showing on this brick wall right here. Look at this little old storefront. Look at that. Look at the brickwork on that little storefront. I mean, this is a whole little Mayberry-like town. At one point in time, you could probably just have filmed the Andy Griffith Show here. There's a whole little main street full of these little shops right there. But what's really cool is that this building on the corner, this strange one right here, is a very historic building, and it's really in line with all the retro things that Ethan and I and Madison are always looking for. This is actually the site of the very first Baskin Robbins ice cream shop. This is when Mr. Baskin and Mr. Robbins got together. They each owned their own ice cream places, and this was the site of the first Baskin Robbins right here. It was actually called the Snowbird Ice Cream Shop first, and then it became Baskin Robbins. And so I've always wanted to see that. So tonight I was seeking it out, but then in the middle of it, I realized that there's a park across the street, and what's really bizarre is I've always wanted to see this park because I've heard that way back in the 30s, 40s, 50s, there was a gas station that was at this intersection, and then they made a child's park here for the public to enjoy, and they turned it into Adams Square Park. And then they were wondering what should they do with the gas station because it's a classic old gas station, and they were going to tear it down, and instead they turned the park, look at that really cool Art Deco sign, into Adams Mini Park. And what's great about Adams Mini Park is that here's the park, but in the middle of the park is this gas station. Isn't that the coolest thing? They didn't tear the gas station down, where usually they do, and instead they turned it into the centerpiece of the park. They renovated it, and it's all completely intact. And look how it lights up at night. I mean, it really is just a case of, instead of people doing what they usually do and tearing something down, they actually kept it. And because they kept it, we get to enjoy it. Look at that. Look at the roof. Check that out. And they put the Glendale city name on top, where it probably said Sunoco or Texaco or something. Look at the big giant metal roof. I mean, this is a really cool piece of architecture. Look at that. Look at the circles. This is a huge metal overhang right here. And look at this. Look how it just glows. It's completely intact. Isn't that unusual? And here's the other overhang right there, which comes down right there. Look at those Art Deco pieces right there, which come down right there to where the gas pumps would have been. And now they're surrounded by cactuses and sagebrush and all kinds of cool things. And there's a plaque right there about the commemoration of Adams Square Mini Park. I just think that is just so cool. And right over here, you can play with your kids on the swings. And they've got a really cool swing set with a cork floor. You've got a really nice fountain with a drinking fountain for the dogs too at the bottom of it. And there's Ethan right there. What are you doing? Playing around on the cork? Laying down. Look, you can sit on these little things. Your kids can play the Jetsons. And right there is that fantastic gas station, which you can enjoy in all of its mid-century splendor. So if you're ever in the area, come on by over there. Go see the oldest Baskin Robbins right over there. And then stop over here and take a look at this cool old gas station. All right, peace out. That's a cool adventure, and it's all free. All right, don't fall. You're gonna break your neck. Ah!